And we're back at racing speed at Detroit. The corner workers got poor Tracy's car out of that tyre wall, I think, much faster than the TV directors anticipated. So I apologise for the rather late resumption of the action. But I can tell you that Michael Andretti is still leading there in the black car. Christian, and getting it sideways as he wants to put space between himself and Christian Fittipaldi behind in the red car. And the sun is shining now in Detroit, so this will make the conditions that little bit easier for the slick-shod runners. We see Scott Pruett closing on Gil de Ferran for third position. No love lost between these two, of course. Scott Pruett costing Gil de Ferran his maiden IndyCar win last year at Cleveland. Of course, Gil de Ferran subsequently scored his maiden IndyCar win at Laguna Seca. So the hotter it gets, the drier it gets, the stronger we should see the Firestone runners become. So that's Michael Andretti leading probably by nearly 2 seconds there. Then we have Gil de Ferran and Scott Pruett for third and fourth. Still waiting to see if battles further back in the field, such as Lawson and Stefan Johansson. Scott Pruett. Oh, Scott Pruett spun! Scott Pruett into the wall now. He's lost it on the brakes. And everything is happening today at Detroit. And surely that's going to bring out another caution. And surely that's going to call into question whether we finish this after 77 laps or under a time limit. Pushing hard to try and close on Gil de Ferran, Scott Pruett lost it on the brakes and backwards into the wall. Now, will he be able to get out of there? Has he kept the engine running or has he stalled it? Could be waiting for other cars to go past, but there's been a gap. I think there was a suitable gap there for him to get going if he still had the engine running. Corner workers coming over. Now, they're going to try to give him a push here. Get him untangled from that tyre wall. Right, so we see a replay here. So that's Michael Andretti coming through. Christian Fittipaldi now. Look at the white car. Gil de Ferran. And that Scott Pruett locks him up. Maybe perhaps gets a wheel on the damp. And into the wall. So yet another caution here at the ITT Automotive Detroit Grand Prix. Michael Andretti won't be the happiest person out there on the track, because while he leads, he had done some good work to put a couple of seconds between himself and Christian Fittipaldi, and now he has it all to do again. Another person who will be happy, that you may not immediately think so, will be Jimmy Vasser, of course, because now that's Alonso Jr. out of the race, who was 22 points behind in the standings, and Pruett stood to gain at least 10 or 12 points on him if he'd finished the race. And Pruett was fourth in the standings, so now Pruett's out of the race. So despite Vasser not being right up there in the points very well, Vasser certainly looks like he's going to leave with a very healthy lead in the title race after Detroit, going into Portland. So we have Adrian Fernandez up to fourth now. Mark Blundell up to fifth. Eddie Lawson, a scarcely believable sixth position. Stefan Johansson in a 2-year-old Penske chassis is now seventh. And this just goes to show what's possible at a street circuit in changeable conditions if you can keep your nose clean while others around you are going into the wall.